Welcome once again to the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari. The clue's in the name. This is very much Ferrari home turf, and the locals will be out in force today to support their team in what we hope will be a magnificent spectacle of motorsport. On then to the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. One lap of Imola, anti-clockwise of course, unlike most Formula One circuits, will take our drivers round 3.1 miles of track. 19 turns, 9 right-handers and 10 to the left. Drivers will need to be precise at the hairpin at turn 7, given the subsequent uphill section. Without a good exit from that corner, they'll lose a lot of time on that stretch. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. Edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Perez, Stroll, Hamilton, Sainz, Leclerc, Ricciardo, Gasly, Ocon, Hülkenberg, Albon, Magnussen, Joe, Bottas, Daniel, and Yuki Tsunoda. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be, the easier you are within that environment.
Back of the grid, not great, I know, but let's just try and use the first lap to push your way up the order.
Okay, guys, as you saw, we are the back. News, we are not last because Yuki Tsunoda have a penalty. That means we start in 19th place on the clean side of the grid. That changed everything, obviously. Let's talk about later on. But before to analyze the strategy, as always, let me talk with you just a little bit about about me as a driver here, virtual driver in this career mode, because as I said yesterday in qualifying, I failed. Once again I failed, and this is something that is happening to me a lot of times in this game. Last year I was very strong in qualifying. I was much better in qualifying than in race. This year is the opposite. In race I'm not doing extraordinary things for the moment, but I'm doing better races than qualifying sessions. And in most of the qualifying sessions, I'm failing in the last moment. In the moment I have to do the perfect lap, I'm failing. As I did yesterday in the last attempt, in turn 1 I failed. I went wide because I was really nervous, because I knew that if I would not able to put a good lap there, I will fail, and I failed. But it's about mental process, guys. It's about I was nervous because I know that happened to me a lot of times this season, and when I approach into that moment when you have to put the lap and you have no more attempts, it's where I'm starting to fail. And it's about mental process, guys. About I'm cracking under pressure, and it's human. It's something human, and this is something I have to go through. And I know this is just a game. It's just a game. I'm doing this for fun, obviously. I'm not sad or whatever. I mean, I know it's a game. I'm not a driver. But I would like to talk with all of you about this, because I think it's important to understand that not in a game, in life in general, failing is possible. And it doesn't matter how many times you fail. The most important thing is to never give up, guys. And in this case, yesterday after the qualifying, I was very frustrated, very frustrated, because I said, oh, once again I fail, once again I will start last on the grid when I have pace to do much better, and for different circumstances I'm failing. And I was disappointed. Obviously I'm competitive, but I know it's a game. But anyway, it's frustrating. But it doesn't matter, guys, because I know if I keep failing, at some moment of the season I will start to get the point, you know, to start to go through this mental process, and to I will be able to put finally laps together, you know. It's about keep going, just that, and not only in a game, in life in general, is the way it has to be. Fail as much times as you want, but keep failing, don't give up, because at some point you will start to go through that difficulty and you will start to get better and better, guys. And this is the moment I'm now here in this game. Actually, I'm in the most down point, especially in qualifying, but I know if I keep trying, at some point something will happen and I will turn around the situation, you know. And this is not only for me, for all of you guys, anywhere you are watching this. Keep failing, it doesn't matter. At some point you will get that difficulty and you will improve. And I would like to talk about it because I think I will use this platform, this channel, also to, you know, to give this kind of message. Also, I think at the end of the day, we are all humans and we have a beautiful opportunity to connect with a lot of people around the world, thanks to internet, to social media in nowadays. And I think it's very important to give these messages if I can help in that way. So I will keep failing, and now let's see what we can do. But let me read the chat. I have some messages. I think your qualifying was slow because of laps driven per weekend. You mostly do short runs in practice, like 5-6 laps maximum. You have to drive as much as possible every session. Even if the tires are done, with every lap you're confident will get better. Yeah, I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree with your comment, Lerchi. I'm absolutely agree. And I thought about it. It's true. I only did, normally in weekends in practice I do 5-6 laps only, because I have not so much time. I mean, I have 3 practice sessions, each 6 minutes each one. I have 3 hours practice during the weekend, and I only playing this game on live. I only do the sessions you are watching on live. It's the only time I'm playing. Offline I do not play to this game, you know. All time I have practicing in every track is what you can see on live, you know. And obviously I know I have to pay a price for that. As is Lerchin saying, I only doing maximum 5-6 laps per run. I'm not accustomed to do more than 5-6 laps, and maybe this is something I have to change. Maybe in the future I can use especially practice 1 to do more laps more consistently, 10, 12, 15 laps. Maybe I have to start to do that. So yeah, I'm very agree with you. And let's see, especially in Monaco next weekend, that is a track where you need to do a lot of laps. Maybe it's something I have to do. So yeah, thank you for your message, and I'm very agree with that. Well, after all this speech, let's go to the strategy panel, because I have some doubts for this Grand Prix. Well, the strategy is exactly the doubts I have. My doubts is about 1 or 2 stops this time. I know 1 stop, especially in this game, is what it works better, because most of the AI cars do only 1 stop. And in the races where I did 1 stop, I had better results also. But by the other hand, this weekend I reserved 2 sets of mediums that I can use. And starting last, and in this track that is super difficult to pass, because it's super difficult to pass here, maybe using 2 sets of mediums, we can maximize and to pass some cars doing undercuts. That's the idea I have on mind. But by the other hand, if I do 2 stops without safety cars, obviously I will have to recover a lot of time in comparison to the people who will do 1 stop. So as you can see in the time is similar doing both strategies. There are only 4 seconds difference between in the projection between 2 strategies. And that's my doubts, guys. What I have to do: 1 stop, 2 stops. My initial idea is to do 1 stop, but starting so at the back of the grid, maybe we can anticipate the pit stops and try to undercut people, especially if we have big DRS trains where you cannot run on your own pace. it's very nice this strategy to pass cars. Obviously, as I said, we will have to be very quick because we have to recover 24 seconds with people who will do only one stop. So let's see. Second strat, switch a medium with a soft, and look how fast it is. Yeah, but soft, I'm not sure if it's the proper tire in this race. Soft is very soft tire. It's very soft. You can see you lose a bit of time, and the soft is very inconsistent. I think it's not it's not an option to use the C5 tire. If I do 2 stops, I will use the 2 mediums, which is the best tire. It's much better tire than soft and better tire than hard. But if I do 2 stops, obviously the first stop I will anticipate a lot, because the idea will be to run in free air as much as possible, you know. And obviously I will have to increase the laps on hard a bit. I think it will be something like that, you know, something like that. That will be the idea. Okay, it's slower, then I will try 1 stop. 1 stop, do you think so? Yeah, I was thinking that. The only problem I have with this strategy is to be stuck a lot of time with all runners that will do 1 stop as me, because as I said, it's difficult to pass here. This track one of the longest pit lane of this calendar. Yeah, it's true. That is true. It's very long, this pit lane. You lose a lot of time, maybe 25 seconds. And to do 2 stops here costs you a lot of time. I'm not sure to do 2 stops. So, well, in terms of fuel, let's reduce it a bit, as always. So I think maybe it's better to do 1 stop, even if you are stuck on a lot of time. Maybe what I have to do is to anticipate a bit of the first stop, you know, maybe 2 laps, something like that, because the hard tire is a tire that is very consistent, as you can see. Maybe it's ideal 1 stop. Yeah, definitely. I reserved 2 sets of mediums for this weekend, just in case. But yeah, the pit lane here is really long. You lose a lot of time. And I'm sure most of the cars will do only 1 stop. Obviously, if we have a safety car, something like that, and so at some point that will change the game. But if we have not safety cars, I think we will have to play long game. Yeah, I was doubting about that. But yeah, your data about how much long is the pit lane definitely affects to my idea of only do 1 stop. About car setup, I don't know if to change something, because so hard, medium, but only if you're confident enough to stick to them. Yeah, the problem that I have to start on hard. If I start on hard, imagine there is a safety car in lap, I don't know, 15. And I have to switch to medium, you know. The medium won't last. The problem of starting on hard is, if a safety car came out very early, I will have to do 2 stops mandatory, you know. That's why I prefer to start on medium, guys. I think just in case a safety car comes out. So I think that it's ideal to start on medium, guys. Also for the start it's a bit better. The hard tire to start is difficult. As I said, maybe I will increase engine braking to gain about a bit more of recovery engine. Recovery energy during the braking and everything. And because in this track it's very important to manage the energy. And also maybe I reduce a bit the front wing to gain a bit more top speed in the straight line. because we will need it, guys. Here is very difficult to pass only one main straight, and obviously if everyone have DRS will be difficult. So I think that's a strategy, guys. I think this is the strategy. Okay, then start on medium and undercut the AI. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the idea. Is I anticipate 2 laps the first stop, the only stop that I will do, from 27 to 25. I assume AI will stop in 27, 28. I will try to stop 1 or 2 laps earlier than them, and let's see if in that way I can undercut someone. That will be the idea. See, yes. I think everything is ready on that. Finally, now we start in 19. Behind now we have Asunoda because he has a penalty, a grid penalty. In front we have the Saubers, that are cars that are more or less at the same level than us in performance. I think we have a Magnussen there, and just there in front of the Sauber is Albon. These are the cars that are in front of me. The idea is obviously to have a good start. Now we are in the outside, but we have the inside of turn 1. So the idea will be to stick here at this line and to try to use the inside to try to pass some cars in turn 1. And if we maintain this line, we will have the inside of turn 1, turn 3, turn 4, and turn 6. That is the hairpin. So I think this is the ideal line to stick at the left side as much as I can, and to try to pass some cars at the start. And after that, I think it will be difficult to pass someone, especially in the first laps, everyone with DRS. And the plan is to stick behind the trains and to stop a bit earlier, 1-2 laps than the rest, and try to undercut someone. And later on, let's see what is our pace on hards, and let's see if we can recover some places more. That's the game. Obviously, this is easy to say before to start the race, because we don't know what will happen. We can happen. We can have a crash in front, a safety car, But this is the plan. So I think everything is ready for the start. That the race start will be in 26 minutes. We're here on my Twitch channel, so I absolutely recommend you to follow me here on Twitch as well, to don't miss the race and all the sessions in the future. And for the moment is everything here on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to reach this goal. I will be super happy if we reach 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, and see you very, very soon on Twitch for the race at Imola Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for staying here, for supporting me, for your information in the chat. It's super useful and super enjoyable to stay with all of you here. It's super nice. So see you just in 26 minutes, and bye bye.